guys. Hello, hello. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic video. It is for the 13th. As always, you can enter to win a free reading with me by being a subscriber to my channel, by giving this video a thumbs up, and by writing the word compassion in the comment section. All right, let's go ahead and jump on in, shall we? Let's see, where do we go? Encouragement, very nice. Certainly, this can be about a parent and a child, but it could also just be the encouragement to continue on a path of anything that we are nurturing and growing. That can be our self development. By the way, this is card 54. This could be the encouragement to start something fresh in our life. This can be that we're getting an unlikely amount of support from someone. Look, it doesn't matter what age we are. We can feel very green, very wobbly, very like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like, you're going to do great. You're going to, anything that is new, it doesn't matter what it is. Heck, I mean, you get a new, whatever, coffee maker, and you're going to fumble at first until you figure out which button is going to make it go, like it's just lack of familiarity can make us feel awkward. Driving down a street, we know how to drive. We've been driving a long time, but driving down a street in a new city, until we really know the flow of traffic and where those weird roundabouts are and where, the left turn lane just disappears and all of a sudden we're in the bus lane, those types of things, it can make us feel like, oh my God, I don't even know how to drive anymore. I don't understand the city I'm in. I don't, and yet it gets really easy once we realize it's just that it's fresh and new. So embrace the newness and feel that sense of encouragement that it's going to get easier, it's going to get better, it's not going to feel so awkward for very much longer. I like the way this one is beginning. This is kind of I don't know, I like the idea of the encouragement here, especially because who hasn't felt like the newcomer or the awkward person, especially if this is like in the workforce. I don't have this image of somebody that is either like maybe they're a teacher who's going back to really working with kids again, or it's someone where you give a lot of encouragement, but from time to time maybe you need some encouragement as well. We have the Sun in the reverse. Yeah, so this is just a little bit of a bumpy road right now. We got a Page of Cups. This is a chance to this is fresh, this is new, this is little bits of support. If this is about romance, we're going to go down that road in just a minute. This can be about apologies as well. We have the World card. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the High Priestess. Okay, so hold on. I have to say, we may be energetically, okay, that this whole storyline's about to totally shift and jump onto a new set of train tracks. So here we go, everybody. Hold on tight. Giving someone encouragement to actually come toward us and fix something with us. This is on the energetic level. If there's that song, Joey, I'm Not Angry Anymore. That's what's in my head right now. I can't think of who sings it. It's this great kind of like rock anthem. Maybe for non-blondes. I don't remember for sure right now, but amazing voice and amazing song. If there has been a situation that was difficult, still is difficult, still there's a lack of clarity, and we know that somebody has a lack of clarity on what to do. They don't know, would we accept their apology? Would we allow them back into our lives? In this storyline, yes, we have a lead character right now who wants very much to have somebody come in and offer something, whether it's an apology or whether it's an offer of love. Let's start fresh. Let's do it all over again. Let's move away from being the back end of a horse, because maybe we both acted like that, or maybe I viewed you that way, but man, I want to view you different. Man, I wish that you would act different, or man, I wish that we both would act different. There's this intuitive energy flow where it's like, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because energy is flowing out of me that says, oh man, baby, come toward me and let's start over. So we have the need for some kind of energetic encouragement. because there's a lack of clarity and because neither person is happy right now. But we have one particular character, which I think is a lead character, who has a real powerful energetic vibe to them that is either sending out this vibe, or the message is, if this is what they want, if we're going to manifest things, we think about what we want and we take steps toward that. And it's easier to manifest things like, oh, say we want to purchase whatever, like a new jacket. And we got this idea in our head of what kind of a jacket we want. Maybe it's something velvet and with, frilly sleeves, like vampire style, very specific, right? Something that's like, I have this image in my head of what I want, and I want to manifest finding one of those. So without realizing it, we start like, we're looking for things like that. We're on our radar. We are looking for, unique boutique shops. We're looking for people that look like they go to Renaissance fairs. We're looking and meeting people that kind of dress in that style. So we can ask somebody, hey, where'd you get that coat? I want one like it, but a little different. And pretty soon we manifest finding one, right? Or that person happens to have one, we buy it from their garage sale, whatever it is. It's easier when we're thinking about something tangible to bring it in, because we subconsciously, it's on our radar. So we spot the things that remind us of that step by step by step. This person is a powerful manifester. The thing is, we're talking about it in energy instead of manifesting a cool looking vampire coat. So I have no idea why that came to mind, but that's my example right now. But we're not talking about something as tangible as that. We're talking about our ability to let someone else know that we've laid down our boundaries and that we are encouraging them to come forward toward us. Now, my other question would be, why, if we want something, why don't we just say it? So let's go down that road, right? Because there is a vibe here where either we sense that somebody is wanting to come our way and we're contemplating, should I try to give them encouragement? Should I not? There are secrets here. There are things not seen here, but there is a lot of energetic pull that's happening here. So do I want someone to come forward? Do I sense that I think they want to come forward? Why am I getting that vibe? Or should I say something? Should I not? I don't know yet. Let's go with the ancestor deck. Tell me specifically about the High Priestess, because to me, she is our most important character right now, because Six of Swords. There is something about, here we have somebody in deep meditation who is consciously removing blockages. That Six of Swords is where we move away from troubled waters into calm. But imagine if he had the power of just his mind, he could pull those swords and get them unstuck. If it was like like Yoda or something, I could pull those swords right out and of the ground so they're unstuck. It's like someone is meditating on that. Only in this case, it's our High Priestess who is like, okay, I'm going to imagine like relaxing my boundaries. The gates to the moat to my castle are coming down. I'm opening windows. I am imagining like free flow of energy coming, through my house. I'm imagining like maybe I'm unblocking this person from my phone. Maybe I'm allowing them energetically to approach me, but I'm doing it first from my energetic self, because I really want to move on from conflict. This might be all about just the High Priestess saying, even if they don't come toward me, I at least want to be a conduit instead of a blockage. I don't know if this is going to make any sense. This feels like a very abstract storytelling right now. 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. My. So 6 to the 9 to the 8, all swords, all this thought. The High Priestess, she picking up on their stress and their anxiety and how stuck they are. And is that why? I mean, and again, this person may have given her signs and signals. This could be someone that she physically could see, or there's lots of context clues. Even if we aren't directly communicating with somebody, say this is a lover or a colleague or a friend, or even some non-romantic connection. We can tell when someone is like, they're nervous. I mean, come on, like my body posture just changed. You can see that I'm, you see the stress in my neck. You see that I'm holding my shoulders tight. That's very different. If I react that way when I see someone, anyone would be able to tell, oh, Kate's nervous about something. It's as if maybe she's been able to see someone's physical reaction and she goes, I wish they didn't clench like that, because I can see the stress on them and I'm not stressed anymore. In fact, I'd be receptive to communication. So I feel like she is picking up their energy vibe. Maybe she physically can see the reaction on them. She can sense their stress, but it's almost like she really wants somebody to be more relaxed. So she's beginning by like trying to transmit calmer energy, relaxing energy. Don't be so stressed out. Don't beat yourself up. Like, life's too short to have this level of anxiety around our thoughts and then the potential of communication. She's trying to figure out how can she grease the um the vocabulary, the way of the vocabulary. How can I grease the wheels so that this person feels like it's easier to come talk to me? I almost think that she's like, man, I don't know how to give them encouragement yet, but I'm feeling like that's what they need. I just don't know if she can see them or not, because the high priestess can see what isn't visible. 9 of sacred circles. There's a part of her that says, I can only do what I can do on my end. In this case, this is very much about personal abundance, but it's also very much about, again, we see a sense of peace, a sense of inner harmony, fulfillment. She's not reacting. In fact, in both of these, there's a real complacent look on her face. And this card is very gentle. Her energy is very gentle. Whether she's masculine or feminine is irrelevant. But we have someone who's a bit of a seer, somebody who's a bit of a, like, even with the star, she wears a star on the pendant, she wears a star on the rattle and the star on the drum head. There's something about her inner self, her inner guidance is like, okay, I need to stay super grounded right now, and I need to stay super abundant. And if reaching out to this person when they're scared would actually make it into like I'm chasing this person around, when they're the ones that want to apologize to me, but I don't know that it's my duty to chase them around to let them say, hey, you can apologize. I know you want to. I know you're super stressed. It's more like she's saying, okay, wait a second. No, let me just stay really solid, really grounded, and trust that when this person is ready on their own accord, I'm just going to kind of ignore them and let them do what they need to do. I have other things to attend to, but I am aware that they're stressed and I'm not. So I'm going to continuously keep myself balanced. And I'm not going to let what they do become like a major thought process for me. So it's interesting. She's almost contemplating it and then releasing it and letting them sense her energy shift. I think not focusing on it and just being so calm about all of this is like the key to this one. Interesting. And my left ear just did the weirdest thing. Wow. 7 of Swords. My ear did like a weird wiggle. I don't know what else to call it. 7 of Swords is running away. Again, she doesn't want to chase this person around. And in reality, even if she senses that this person is stressed, that they wish they could talk to her, but they're too stressed out to even do that. They get anxiety thinking about it. She may also know that they're coming across. You notice these two may see each other from a distance or see each other online or something. And it's just like there's this awareness that they're aware of me, just like I'm aware of them, just like we're all aware that there's tons of stuff that hasn't been talked about. But there's also still this person is ready to bolt, even though they keep staring my way, even though I know that there's unfinished conversation and unfinished business. But if they're still going to lie and act like they're fine about this, instead of just coming forward and being like, God, I've needed to talk to you for so long and I'm so nervous to do this. You know, if they can't own that, if they're just going to watch from a distance, it's kind of like, then they're not ready. They're not ready. 10 of Swords. No, they're not ready until they put that attitude, I guess, to rest. It's either that they'll put that attitude to rest and then we can have, maybe then we could have that world card. Maybe then we could really communicate. We could really get things on track. Or if they never do that, then this is just meant to let it go. It's meant to just let it be over. Even though she's not holding grudges, she's gently encouraging them like, I'm not the blockage here. Your fear is the blockage, because I would be receptive to your explanation. I would be receptive to And it may not even be like I'm waiting for that apology. All of this is real gentle energy. This is more like I'm I'm receptive to a do-over. I'm receptive to, like leaving the past in the past. But I feel like if this person keeps dodging or can't step forward, um, either their attitude will change or this situation will be allowed to let it drop, let it go. We have a Queen of Swords. We have a King of Cups. Well, this this may be the attitude issue that dissolves, because this person has been scared. They've been watching from a distance, but not approaching, acting like they're fine, pretending like they're not, scared out of their wits to come forward. I think at some point, the more calm she is, the more she's just she's doing her thing, the more it allows maybe the stress to dissolve. And that brings around maybe some raw truth, because the swords are good at bringing clarity. And clarity to me comes from what's factual. What's factual is she's amazing. This person keeps thinking of her and staring at her because she's freaking amazing. And she's also a straight shooter and she says what's true. So if she's acting calm, it's because she is. The other thing that's true is I have emotion for this person. I've been acting like I'm fine without her, or I've been acting like I don't need to talk to her when all I do is think about talking to her, and then I freak out, which is, that makes sense also, because emotions can be up and down, right? But this person seems to be gaining some clarity, and you notice how we got a little side eye here, right? He's straightforward, but he's looking sideways like, oh, man, I know how I feel. And I know my eyes stay on her. It's almost like her calm is actually the energetic shift for them to finally let go of their anxiety around this and get to some real truth. Seven of Staves. This is when we walk into the temple of like our mind, our heart, our soul, and all the conflict becomes lessons, because this is about defensive energy. It's about what we block when we're struggling with something, and then how do we change the struggle into something of value? How do we turn a fear into something that helped us to grow? And then we can say, oh yeah, once upon a time I was so scared of that, and if I hadn't faced that fear, I wouldn't be so much more at ease with myself today. So this is somebody who is actually looking at this situation going, I've had a lot of blockages. Maybe I've had a lot of fear, but no matter what, I've still been gravitating toward this shining light, which I have to say is a great example of like her third eye here, which has a gigantic heart over it. It's almost like her third eye chakra, her sense of like what she's been projecting outward. This could be a great crossover of like what I said, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is she's been projecting this like warmth and this like, hey, I hope that you face your fears. If you don't, that's okay too, because it's up to you. But I'm not the one blocking you. You're blocking you. And I'm sending out pure rainbow light. I'm sending out pure good vibes, because I hope that you find your personal power, your personal strength, whatever that means for you. It's like that's been her attitude. And I feel like that is somehow, it has been creating something, a removal of blockages. It's the fears are being faced one by one as this person is approaching like some truth inside of themselves. The Magician. And again, we went from inside a temple to now inside of a cave. This is, and again, the cave for me represents like our inner self. So a lot of inner work on this, a lot of energy work on this, a lot of, how do we calm things down? By really, truly calming things down inside of ourselves. We calm our own seas, and somehow that energy, like, okay, let me give an example that like everyone has seen before, even with my dog or with kids. If somebody comes in who's like super hyper, kids get like, pretty soon they're jumping and they're screaming. If my dog, who is, he's still young, so sometimes he's absolutely like on point. He does every command. He's amazing. And then other times, if he's around certain people that are super high energy, he will mirror them, and he is just bouncing all over the place and just chaotic. And, it's like I have to sit him down and really calm him and pet him and, get him back into his like little calmer groove. And there's very specific people that jazz him up like that. And it's not always in the best of ways. Sometimes I'm like, oh, whatever, let him be a puppy. But other times it's like, okay, this is chaos now. And that's kind of the same thing that we're talking about here. Our high priestess is calming their inner chaos with the full intention of saying, I know that this person still watches me. And I know that if my hostility is gone, and if I'm really transmitting, look, I'm fine. I'm fine with this. I'm approachable. When they find the courage, they will approach, if that's what it's meant to be. But there is something about like when my inner core of myself is not like, okay, when are they going to approach me? I'm sending them good vibes. Why aren't they approaching me yet? I'm getting frustrated. She's not doing any of that. She literally is sitting there calmly, peaceably, and saying, all I can do is I've dropped all of that anxiety and stress, and I transmitted that thought to them, and now I'm just letting it go. My energy is calm. Whatever they do or don't do toward me is up to them. That is where someone finds their personal strength. They keep being drawn closer and closer to her because she's not resisting them. She's not energetically pushing or pulling. She's simply open. And that is somehow the thing that gives this person more of the confidence here to say, maybe I could manifest really connecting with her again. I mean, now I'm getting to some truth. And the truth is she's honest. She's trustworthy. If she's calm, it's because she really is calm. And if I'm honest, it's that I can't stop thinking about her. And I'm always drawn to her. And I still want to manifest something with her. I feel like this is an interesting storyline to tell because it's all talking about it from a very, like, this is all stuff that we're talking about that's happening between these two characters at the unspoken level. But there's so much of this world that is unspoken. Or let's put it this way. Tone and inflection flow here is like positive emotions of love, not bullying, not aggression, but calming. And then the other person calms, and then it gets better and better and better to the point where now someone can actually approach. It's interesting. What I would say is, we don't underestimate the power of our encouragement. The encouragement that comes not even just with words, but with action, and the encouragement that comes with like genuinely coming from a place of love and support. And I know it's all within realm, right? It's all within reason of how much do we give. This character gave caring, but didn't focus on it to where they were like, every day, this is my job. I have to send them emotion that says, come toward me. I'm not upset with you. Come in and talk to me. This character did not like go down the rabbit hole of like, my whole life focus is on trying to get this person to come in and heal stuff with me. They simply said, I'm open. And what you choose to do with that open energy is up to you. But now I'm going to turn my attention to continuing to be grounded and continuing to take care of my life. And that's what we saw with that 9 of Pentacles with all the stars on it. So really cool storyline. All right, you guys, I'm going to end this one here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you guys. And by the way, you guys leave me amazing comments, amazing messages. Like, I'm so grateful to you guys. I love my channel. I love the community of people that we have. And thank you guys. All right, lots of love. Bye.